Yo, so I'm gonna be showing you guys my 11-month progression from controller to keyboard and mouse. You guys will be seeing day 1 all the way up to today and how I improved at such a fast rate. I'm not only gonna be sharing real tips that will actually help you improve, but I'm also gonna be showing you guys how to find the right keybind, sensitivity, warm-up, and so much more. Many YouTubers don't talk about these tricks, so I guarantee you guys haven't heard about a lot of these tips. Anyways, let's get right into it. Starting it off with day 1, the very first thing I did was look for some comfortable and optimal keybinds. I went through a bunch of Fortnite settings videos and I would test them out after each video. If something felt super uncomfortable for me to press, I would just change it. After like about 4 videos or so, I was able to find a bunch of keybinds that were comfortable and optimal for me. This is literally the most important thing when switching to keyboard and mouse. You need to make sure you spend a lot of quality time when searching for keybinds because this is what you're going to be using for the rest of your keyboard and mouse journey. Trust me, you do not want to be changing your keybinds halfway through your keyboard and mouse progression. So just spend time finding the right ones before you fully switch. So once all of my keybinds were set, I hopped right into creative. Like everyone else, I started off by practicing my building, which were my 90s. Getting your 90s down when you first switch is super useful because it helps you get used to all your building binds and pressing them at a pretty fast pace. Overall, it just helps you get more comfortable on keyboard. Not to mention that it also helps with getting used to keyboard movement while building. Surprisingly, after 20 minutes or even less, I was actually able to get my 90s down pretty well. I would sometimes mess up, but overall, I was actually not that bad at doing them at all. This basically gave me a lot of reassurance that my keybinds were perfect for me, which gave me a lot of motivation. If you guys want to know what my keybinds are, make sure you watch all the way until the end. I wanted to practice my building a little bit more, so I decided to practice my tunneling. I was definitely not too good at it, but I could already tell that tunneling on keyboard and mouse was already 100 times easier than tunneling on controller. After 2 years on controller, I could still not do anywhere as good tunneling as I was doing on keyboard and mouse in only 1 day. However, there's still so much room for improvement, which you guys will be seeing later in this video. I was super surprised at how well I actually was at building for my first day on keyboard and mouse, so I decided to move on to my editing. At the time, Flea's editing dictionary was pretty popular, and I decided to use it since it had a bunch of basic edits that I could practice. I started off by practicing a bunch of wall edits, but those were super easy for me, so I decided to do stair and wall edits. Just like last time with my building, after practicing this for a little while, I was actually able to get a pretty good rhythm with my editing. I think I had a lot of success on my first day because of my keybinds, so like I said earlier in the video, make sure you spend quality time when finding keybinds. The same, of course, goes for your sensitivity. It is important that you spend a lot of time in creative, especially at the beginning of your keyboard and mouse progression, because these are literally the building blocks for your entire Fortnite journey. Just like with my building, I decided to change my editing up, so I decided to do some editing towers. It comes to no surprise that just like every other thing I practiced, the more time I spent on it, the better I got. This is exactly why practice makes perfect. Obviously, these were super simple things that I was practicing, but the more you practice, of course, the more advanced editing and building you can do. I showed you guys all the perfect moments from the beginning of my switch, but that is not realistic at all. Let me actually show you guys how bad I really was. So as you guys can see, my fighting skills were terrible, and under pressure, I would just completely panic. Literally every single thing I learned in creative within the past hour or so, I completely forgot. This is what it actually is like when switching to keyboard and mouse, but most YouTubers just don't show it. If you're struggling like this, just know that every single person who has switched has struggled just as much as you at one point, until they obviously practice enough where they were able to get pretty good. It will take time, so don't get demotivated if you're not seeing results immediately. One of the hardest things when switching to keyboard and mouse is knowing where to start or even what to do. To be completely honest with you guys, it all depends on your warm-up routine and how much time you spend completing it. For the first 5 months of my entire progression, I would literally spend 1 hour every single day just grinding my mechanics and aim. So I'm going to be telling you guys based off my experience the 4 best maps to practice your aim, building, editing, and piece control. The first and probably most important map on this list is Raiders Crosshair Placement Training. This map helps you out a lot with editing, but in a new way. What you will be doing is editing based on a red circle or line on a wall. This will help you with making small crosshair movements, which will in turn make your edits much faster. If you make bigger or wider crosshair movements, your editing will be slower since it takes longer time for your crosshair to travel. It only takes 10 minutes to run through all the different levels, and this is by far the best way to start out your warm-up. Every single time I use this map, my hands are so warmed up and my edits are super good. In my personal opinion, this is much better than doing edit tunnels over and over again. Now we're going to be getting into everyone's favorite part, which is the 0 input delay map. As you'd expect, this map removes a lot of your input delay since there's basically nothing inside of it. I'm pretty sure one of the best editors, Cultures, used to use this map in the past. The input delay on this map is so low that your sensitivity will feel faster. The map literally just has water and a gun spawner. The map code for it is up on the screen right now. Moving into the thing that skipped the most in Fortnite, we have the aim training. I simply just cannot express how important this is. You need to make sure that when you first switch, you're spending at least 10 minutes a day on aim training. The map I think is best for practicing your aim in Fortnite is Raiders Aim Duels. Not only does it have so many different scenarios that you can practice, but it's so realistic since you're going against real players. In most Fortnite aim trainers, you just simply shoot at targets that are not moving at all, but when you go against real players, it helps you to practice what really happens in games. If you don't have anyone to aim to and you have no friends just like me, do not worry because there is matchmaking. The very last map on our list here is Raiders Piece Control map. Who would have guessed it's another map made by Raider. What can I say except Raider has the best maps? Many of you guys probably already heard of this map, so I'm just gonna be talking about it quickly. At the moment, there are currently 3 different versions of this map. Every single version includes at least 15 different piece control scenarios. Almost all of these scenarios I'd find myself using in-game, and this is why this is my favorite out of the 4 maps. I've been practicing this map every single day for 11 months straight, and as you would expect, my piece control in Arena or Creative is literally just like muscle memory. My piece control has just improved so much over my entire progression. I just want to let you guys all know that when grinding these maps, you're not going to be seeing results in only one day. However, over time, it's going to be super noticeable how much you improved with these maps. It will take time to be good, and you just have to be patient. Everything you do, even in real life, has to be done one step at a time. Like I said earlier in the video, practice does make perfect. Getting back to my progression, I'm glad that all my hard work, especially at the beginning of my progression, has finally paid off. It makes you super motivated looking at how far you've come from your day 1 all the way up to the present day. I think that personally, within the last month or so, my building has definitely improved the most. I was lacking a lot with my retakes, but I finally took some time and I was able to learn some new ones that I always use. If I'm being honest, I think that a lot of you guys can become better than me in 11 months on keyboard and mouse. I did 1-hour warm-ups every single day for the first 6 months of keyboard and mouse. Just imagine if you guys did 1-hour warm-ups every single day for 11 months. You'd be absolutely crazy at the game. The only reason I decided to finally stop doing 1-hour warm-ups every day is because I just don't have enough time for it. Okay, so I'm going to be telling you guys what I've been doing the past week or so. So I've mainly been using one map, which is Raider's piece control map, and of course I've been playing Arena. I play Arena all the time on my streams and in my videos. I have around 10k points, which is pretty decent. However, I had almost 70,000 points last season because I was playing with a top 5 Arena player and a top 100 Arena player. However, this season I've been focusing a lot on solos. This is another thing I would like to mention, and it's that Arena points really do not matter. Now that I've been playing solos and actually focusing on my personal fighting, I'm definitely a much better player with 10k points than I was with 70k points. So honestly, just stop paying so much attention to your Arena points. At the end of chapter 2, the time this video is being recorded, the Arena system is just completely pointless. I've mentioned this the past 5 progression videos or so, but the only thing I regret is not switching earlier. Take it from me, switch while you still have time. You've probably been pushing back switching to keyboard and mouse a lot, and probably been saying you'll try it later, but trust me, just try it out for a week and see how far it takes you. If you practice right and have the correct keybinds, I assure you, you're gonna want to stay to keyboard and mouse. I hope that the tips and tricks I provided you guys in this video at least give you guys some kind of value or helped you guys out in any way. Before you click off this video, just make sure to drop a quick like on it before you head out. This video took a lot of time and work, so just taking 2 seconds out of your day is greatly appreciated. If you watched all the way up until this point, that means that I provided you guys with some kind of value or you simply enjoyed the video, so why not drop a quick sub? It doesn't take much time at all and you can unsub at any time. I've also released YouTube members, which is the join button next to the subscribe button. So if you want to play with me or get in a personal call with me, make sure to hit the join button or the first link down below. I would also quickly like to say, please make sure to use code Vermax. We're 100 supporters away from 700, so if you have Fortnite open, please make sure to pop in code Vermax. I said earlier in the video that I'll be showing you guys my settings, so make sure to click on the video up on the screen right now for all my updated settings. Anyways, my name has been Vermax. Stay safe and take care.